right, welcome back to another riveting episode here. We thought we'd talk today. Riveting. Yes, we're going to talk about connection, right?
I wish I could have like my little laptop and I can look up all the. I love definitions. Keep your phone nearby. Okay, riveting, which would be like, what is riveting? Like exciting.
I think so.
Yeah, I like the word. Okay, sorry for the interrupt. Yes, welcome back. We are excited because this is a topic that is very close to my heart as a female and something that I feel like in relationships, for things to go smoothly, you got to have it.
Connection.
Connection is the word.
Right, so what does connection mean to you?
Oh, let's do something fun. Let's do like synonyms of words that come to mind. Okay, so connection, I think of a place of vitality, a place of life. So also life and power. I guess the picture that comes to mind right now. Oh, I like pictures. Okay. A flashlight. Okay. So if I have a flashlight and I have a battery-powered flashlight, and what is it, like the negative? You have the negative.
Got your negative and positive ends,
and positive, right?
Got to make sure it's in the right
little on the right side, right? So it's not on the opposite direction. It won't work,
right?
And then so you got to check all that first, right? Mm-hmm. And then you also have to make sure there's not like battery acid or rust or something that's going to totally make it go dark.
Right. Something that's not going to cause for a clean, pure connection.
Yeah. Right. So it's so for me, it's you have to in marriage, there's going to be places where you will have rust spots where things go rusty and mildewy and musty, and you have to find those places and identify them and spotlight them and sand them off.
Yeah, keep it clean.
Keep it clean and realness and
atmosphere
openness.
Right, because if moisture, if it's not put in the right protective condition, then you're going to get the rust and the corrosion because moisture is coming in.
Yes, so that you can have light and power, and same in your relationship. So you can have that place of.
Yes.
I guess that's it's
a good analogy, right?
How about you? Connection.
Okay, so something along those lines.
Yeah.
Right, where if you're crossing terminals or your lines across.
Oh, like communication.
Right.
Or misunderstanding.
Right. If you got a bad connection right on your phone.
So let's continue on with that. Okay,
right.
so
you're breaking
if you have a bad
up, you can't hear,
phone,
maybe you're hearing every other word someone is saying because you have a bad connection.
Exactly. Can you hear me now?
Right.
Can you hear me now?
Or you're distracted.
Yeah.
It could be in the middle of something and you got your phone in one ear, but your attention is undivided.
Yes. So undivided distraction. Yes. So we have schedules, technology, all these things jockeying and vying for our attention.
Yes.
And it's okay, any one of those can take that attention span, go this way, and for there to be that atmosphere of vitality in life, it needs to have intentionality this way. Yeah.
There's so many things that compete for our attention on a day-to-day basis.
I know.
We got phones that are always within arm's reach.
It's what they call doom scrolling.
Right. You may have TV playing in the same room. Something's going on outside that has caught your attention. Things that are always grabbing at you.
Yeah.
And so those rob us of those moments.
Yes, they do. So why don't we just impromptu, we did not have this planned, but why don't we, as we talk, think of 5 ways to maintain vital connection.
Oh, gosh.
So the first, I think we can do it. The first one is creating, like you said, the atmosphere for connection. Number 1, creating an atmosphere for connection.
So what would that look like?
Well, like you said, first talking to your spouse, what would create distraction? Is it having the noisy sitcom in the background. Maybe turn that off, turn on a candle,
So, like,
tune in your attention to what that person's saying.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
No competing
Right.
devices. Right. No noise in the background. Things that may cause you not to hear that person.
Creating an atmosphere.
Right.
And really sometimes, and I will kind of pause. I know we get all like excited, but I want to get real and say there are times where people just need to relax. And so like sometimes for me or for you, it may just be like just concentrating on unwinding after a long, busy day, watching a movie or something. And then, so it's kind of like, would you say that we both kind of have to know, I think you said like, you know thyself, know what you need.
Right, know thyself.
Yeah, and then tune in to create the atmosphere together.
Yes.
After you do. Yeah.
It's knowing what you're going through, you know, right?
Yeah,
Is this the right moment?
Yes.
Did they just come home from a busy day at work and they got a million things still going through their mind? They're replaying the day conversations, and you know, they're not fully present in that moment because they're still unwinding. Right.
So we have to be mindful.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. There's many different things that can combat someone being able to fully connect.
Yes. Okay. So that's the first one, creating the atmosphere for connection to maintain connection. What would be number 2 for maintaining connection? I think you kind of touched on it, but communication, would you say, like making sure, what would you say for number 2 about communication? Yeah. For creating a, you know, we were thinking about like 5 aspects to maintain connection. So how would communication be a good number 2, do you think?
So communication to me would be letting your spouse know where you're at.
Being open.
Right, just being open.
Real. Honest.
Real.
Yeah.
Just saying, hey, now's not a really good time, or hey, I want to pick up on our conversation from yesterday. Is now a good time for us to have that conversation? Right.
So let's do a hypothetical. Let's say, okay, a name that comes, I'm just coming up with a name right now. Let's say Jeremy had a long day at work. Jeremy had a 12-hour work day.
Sure.
And Sasha...
Wow, that's interesting.
Jeremy and Sasha. So Jeremy had a 12-hour work day, and then Sasha really wanted to share something that was on her heart.
Okay.
And so Sasha's like, oh, baby, you're home.
This is a hypothetical couple.
And so, and it's like Sasha's ready to talk and ready to engage. And Jeremy's like, all right, bathroom, door, change clothes, let me feel like a human again. And then in those moments, Sasha's like, are you not interested in me? Oh my goodness, I'm going to go cry. We need to go see a counselor. And she's taking it way out of proportion because she's not aware or tuned in.
Right, being tuned in to
Jeremy.
Poor Jeremy, right?
Poor Jeremy.
So he's just come home from a busy day at work. He's trying to get in a rested, more relaxed state, right? So he's, either taking a shower, changing his clothes, doing something just kind of calm down, settle down, and get adjusted to, home time, family time.
Because there's kind of that toggle. That's
right. You go from, there's a transition period from work mode to family mode.
Yeah.
And
100%.
Some people can jump right in. Other people, it's more or less kind of a decompression type.
Ease on in. Right. All right. So we got number 1. We got number 2. Let's kind of think and talk. So what was number 1? We said, let's recap. It was
atmosphere.
Creating that atmosphere for connection. Number 2 is maintaining open connection. Open communication for connection.
Right. And that's just more or less just explaining where you're at in the present moment and what you need. Just say, hey, just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me get settled down and, we'll pick up.
Yeah. Yeah. So also healthy connection. Do you have any thoughts?
I think just, like a third would be like temperature, right?
Like the seasons or
just...
I'm going to say like the seasons, like as far as like if you're in a stressful season or not, or what do you mean about temperature?
Temperature would be the temperature in the room, not
physical temperature.
Physical temperature, but
of course,
is one spouse cold, one spouse heated.
Oh, that is so
identifying
good.
The temperature, right?
The temperature of the heart.
Right.
I cannot even tell you, that was such a good one. Did you just come up with that? We did not pre-talk on this.
No, this is all
the temperature of the heart. Yes, I love that. The temperature of the heart, because if somebody, that was so good. That was so good. So if someone's really icy in their heart, they may be guarded because there may be walls of unforgiveness, of resentment, of bitterness,
right.
And you got to start chipping away with that coldness through tie into number 2, through the open communication in the number 1, creating the atmosphere for the communication.
So
the temperature.
So and you don't want to match that person's temperature, right?
Oh, that's so good. I love that.
You want to kind of be a step away from it. So
for understanding in a buffer.
Right. So if someone's really heated in the moment,
you need
your job's not to be bubbly and lighthearted, because then it's like we are on 2 complete spectrums.
There's actually,
maybe just pause, be neutral in your temperature, right? Be a neutral temperature.
Yes.
Just to make sure you are.
I love that.
Reading that person correctly.
I absolutely.
And giving them a little bit of space to where they're like, hey, this person's not bubbly and I'm heated, or this person's cold and I'm warm and loving.
Because you're kind of going to uncover in greater intimacy what's really going on with that person.
Right.
As opposed to having that person grow or build up further walls.
Right.
And what you mentioned was actually, it's Bible-based, because what does it say? Rejoice with those who rejoice, weep with those who weep. You're not quenching the spirit. You're being like, oh, okay. So it's that kind of we have neurons, and we can, if your face, and especially when there's a soul connection or soul tie, and as someone, you can look at your spouse and you go, hey, something wrong, something bothering you. Did you have a hard day? Or you can be like, hey, you look really like you just had a great day. Can you tell me about it? You look really happy. You look really joyful.
You're in a good mood. What's new?
Right. And so either one, there's going to be more to the story. Love that. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got to go on. So we got
the 4th one, right?
4th one. Okay, So you touched on the temperature. I would say maintaining individual healthiness and growth. Mm-hmm. Because once how do I word this? I would say spiritual, individual spiritual connection with God, to me is so important. Sure. Because each of our individual spirits, we have to each commune personally. To me, I am a Christian, we are Christians, so it's I have to be able to commune with the Lord, and my flesh is so weak, let me be the first to say that, so I get in a really bad mood easily sometimes, I can get very annoyed easily, and so for me to have proper connection with my spouse, I have to work on me being emotionally healthy and spiritually healthy.
Sure, so a healthy spiritual state.
And so if I'm in a place where I am disconnected, it could be that I need to go and process my own emotions with the Lord. I need to just have some time where the Lord can just love on me, or whatever. And so I can get in a healthier state to connect.
Sure. So maybe
does that make sense? What would be that one?
Yeah. So I think it'd be maybe depending on the nature of the conversation. Yeah. Is this a lighthearted conversation, or is this more of a serious conversation? Right. So maybe you need to invite the Holy Spirit into your conversation before you engage in it. Right. So
invite the Holy Spirit.
It's a prayer in your prayer closet, or a prayer together. If one spouse maybe struggling in their walk with God. Maybe you need to be prayed up.
Prayed up, yeah. So understanding spiritual states.
Right.
I guess that would be the fourth one. Understand the spiritual condition of each person.
So it's like, one spouse is kind of fallen away or deflated. They're not, their walk is not as strong as yours.
Yeah.
They may not even be open to
anything.
Praying, together. So
you may not want to force that.
Right.
You just may need to be aware of it.
Just be aware of their spiritual state.
Yeah.
So you're inviting the Holy Spirit to be that third chord in your relationship, saying, God, I'm about to have a difficult conversation, and I'm not sure how they're going to receive it. Mm-hmm. Please usher in a spirit of peace. Right. You're inviting the Holy Spirit to be part of the conversation.
Exactly. So always inviting the Holy Spirit in the conversation. And that's really good. And the thing is, if you're not to that point, if you're like, hey, I don't think the Holy Spirit is even a factor, that's okay. Just keep loving. Just keep knowing that God's not finished with either one of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Don't sweat it. Like that, of course, having the Holy Spirit in your marriage is the best, but God's story, I mean, you can read the Old Testament, the New Testament. It's there's a continual story.
Yeah.
And so God's just not finished with your story,
No,
and so it's like knowing that, don't sweat it if you feel like you're not like, because sometimes I think some spouses are like, we should be here. And there's a point where I was constantly, it almost became like a performance-based sort of thing instead of just being, you know what I'm saying, and just letting God do the work organically in our lives. Sometimes I would feel like it almost took it on a different path. And so I feel like God does the work individually, and just have confidence that as you show up, He's going to show up.
Yeah, because, you may not get everything you want accomplished in that conversation, but it's moments following those conversations. Maybe it's the next day or a couple days later, the Holy Spirit will deal with you. So just trust, to you
surrender.
About those things.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we had 4. So let's see. We did creating a good creating a healthy atmosphere for connection. Right. Tuning out distractions, all that. That was number 1. Number 2 was the communication factor. Number 3, temperature of the heart. And then number 4 was understanding each individual's current spiritual state.
Right.
Let's see if we can come up with a number 5. Okay, so connection. I'm thinking, again, that place of vitality. And I would say understanding, almost, I think we talked about this on a previous episode, about what worked in one season and what's not working in another season. You know what I'm saying? Just being like allowing, I would just say connection almost requires inviting continual growth. I don't know if I even say that
truth, right?
Yeah.
The spirit of truth, harmony.
Yeah.
Whatever the discussion is, I think just having a heart of truth in the conversation, a heart of humility.
Because you need fresh vision. It's almost like, for connection to happen, you have to understand each one of us, like you have a unique personal history. I have a unique personal history. Each one brings a certain history to the table, but then there's also the entity of us together, right? And that's who we are individually, as we each have different goals and visions, and just kind of allowing who we are together to grow. So I almost would say, like, we're in a season where, you were doing some yard work outside, and I was like, the picture that I have right now is I was bagging these old brown leaves. Oh, yeah. And so I guess what I'm trying to say for connection, you have to kind of prune the old, whether it's old mindsets or old attitudes. Right,
for new growth.
And that's kind of
I think we were watching something earlier today, and one of the speakers, he had studied cultural backgrounds. Yeah. And one of the things that he said that kind of stuck out with me was we each come from different family cultures and backgrounds.
Right.
So when you are coming together in a relationship, you're kind of combating a little bit as far
but
as
also navigating
it, you know, and you're trying to form a new culture,
a new union. Yeah.
And not everything that you grew up with or your background is going to, you know, fit.
And that allows us to grow.
So you need to prune some things to allow that vine to, you know, come together.
Which kind of overlaps with number 4, which sometimes one person may be in a more accelerated growth path in one area individually, but then love is what keeps that. Love holds everything together. Love binds everything together. And there are some seasons where maybe one is struggling in one area and the other is strong, and then it may flip, and then the other is struggling and the other is strong, and then it may rotate and revolve again.
So maybe number 5 is love.
I would say both. Yeah, like pruning off the old and prioritizing love above all.
Right.
Oh, that's so good. See, we came up with all 5 of these just by talking together. How cool is that? Clear as mud. Yeah. So Adam, it's so funny. Like we started out these conversations as B1 Marriage Ministries. And then we started talking. We're like, oh, you know, let's do it like a podcast sort of thing. More like where we can talk more.
Yeah, it's genuine conversations.
Note cards.
This is completely unscripted, off the fly. So at times it may just be a big jumbled
mumble mess. But I felt like today we really came up with some really like tried and true sort of things. So so just to recap, number 1, was the creating a healthy atmosphere, trying to, you know, all those distractions, get rid of them, healthy atmosphere. Number 2, open communication, right? Number 3, what is the temperature of the heart? Number 4, understanding unique individual spiritual conditions. And number 5, pruning the old and prioritizing love. I love that. So good. Yeah. Okay. Well, another riveting episode today. I hope you enjoyed it. We are on YouTube. Please follow us, subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss out.
That's right.
If you have the fear of missing out, you're going to miss out because we may not be, you know, the most exciting people in the world, but together we're better.
Better stop while we still can.
I know. Stop while you still can't. Exactly. But yeah, we have fun. And thanks.
Thank you. And we will see you again next time.
Bye.